Welcome to the series Break Free from Vantage Aditya. Watch till the end, because this is not about giving up on life. It is about questioning the pressure to constantly outrun it. Every generation inherits one invisible command. Do more. Be more. Want more. Not because more is always needed, but because stopping has been framed as failure. From childhood, ambition is treated like oxygen. Parents worry if a child is too calm. Teachers worry if a student is too content. Friends worry if someone is not stressed enough. Peace makes people uncomfortable because it does not look productive. There was a woman who worked in a large corporate office for 12 years. She was competent, dependable, and rarely dramatic. Every appraisal cycle, her manager hinted at leadership tracks and bigger roles. She listened politely, nodded respectfully, and went home to cook dinner at a reasonable hour. Eventually, she declined the promotion. Not loudly, not rebelliously, just quietly. People assumed she lacked ambition. What they did not see was that she already had something many senior leaders were chasing: control over her time. Ambition teaches people to trade present peace for future pride. The promise is simple: suffer now, live later. But later is rarely clearly defined. It keeps moving as the ladder gets taller. One should ask, how many tomorrows is one willing to mortgage for a title today? There is a man who runs the same small cafe for 20 years. The menu never changes. The profits are predictable. There are no expansion dreams. He knows every regular by name and remembers how they take their coffee. When asked why he never scaled, he smiled and said scaling would mean managing people instead of mornings. That answer never fits into success podcasts. But every evening, he locks up early enough to watch the sunset. Ambition loves numbers. Revenue growth. Follower counts. Promotions. Metrics that move upward. Contentment values stability. Familiarity. The absence of constant urgency. One looks impressive. The other feels sustainable. The problem is not ambition itself. The problem is compulsory ambition. The belief that if one does not want more, something must be wrong. But wanting less is not a flaw. It is often a conclusion reached after observing what more actually costs. There are people who climbed fast and discovered the view was lonelier than advertised. They earn more than they ever imagined but sleep lightly. They speak of freedom, but schedule every minute. They own things, but feel owned by expectations. Success can be loud outside and exhausting inside. Meanwhile, the so-called average lives quietly, accumulate joy. Unrushed breakfasts. Relationships not postponed. Health not traded for deadlines. Weekends that actually feel like weekends. These are not accidental. They are chosen. Ambition tells people that rest must be earned. Contentment understands that rest is required. Ambition asks what else can be added. Contentment asks what can be removed. Stress, noise, unnecessary competition. Some people are not driven by the need to be exceptional. They are driven by the need to be okay. Okay with their choices. Okay with their pace. Okay with being invisible in rooms that reward volume over substance. There is quiet bravery in saying no when everyone else says why not. There is maturity in stopping when the world tells you to push. There is intelligence in knowing when ambition becomes addiction. The happiest people are often those who stopped optimizing their lives for admiration. They stopped asking how it looks and started asking how it feels. They realized that chasing potential endlessly can prevent one from enjoying reality. Mediocrity is not always the absence of effort. Sometimes it is the presence of enough. Break free from the idea that a meaningful life must be maximized. Break free from borrowed urgency. Break free from definitions of success written by people who never live with the consequences of your choices. Because sometimes the most radical decision is not to rise higher, but to stand still and finally breathe. Stay with Vantage Aditya. Subscribe. The next Break Free will challenge a belief even harder to let go of.